Hey, you all. I want to welcome you all to Key's podcast, Matthew 22 and 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. So, this is episode 2, and it's titled Encouragement. So, I wrote down a few Bible verses that I wanted to share with you all. Okay, so Isaiah 41 and 10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." Isaiah 40 and 31 says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will run and not grow weary." Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." Peter chapter 5 verse 10 says, "And the God of all grace who called you to his external glory in Christ after you have suffered a little while will himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast." Peter 5 and 7 says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." Sometimes in life we all get disencouraged. It is important to stay encouraged and to surround yourself around positive people who will lift you up. So I wanted to talk about encouragement this week because a lot of us, including myself, we tend to get frustrated, get aggravated, and we just kind of give up. So I'm going to share a prime example. So a lot of times when I'm at work, it may be different haircuts that I may not do too often, and I tend to get nervous and lose faith. Most of the time when we do have a haircut to come in, I used to not even try. Now I've gotten to the point to where I have started trying, and I kind of like I'll start the haircut, and then like if I need help, I'll kind of like play it off and like look at my manager, and she'll kind of slide in, so it won't be so noticeable. Sometimes like I'll be like not I'll be encouraging others, but behind the scenes, sometimes it's hard for me to encourage myself. Like, it's like, I feel like once I get into the haircut, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm doing good, but let me just kind of look and see what's going on. So, it's like, after I do the haircut, I'm like, okay, I did it. So, it's just trying to, like, have faith of a mustard seed. And when you have people around you, and when I say people, I mean like people that encourage you, that lift you up, that pat you on the back. A good example is my coworkers. A lot of times, when we do a good haircut, they'll say, "Good job," okay, that fading, whatever. So it's really good to support each other on and off the floor, because a lot of times I'd be like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm like, yes, you can, Kiara. Yes, you can. And that's the same thing in life. A lot of times we may feel like we're going through trials and tribulations, and we feel like we're losing hope, or, things will not get better for us, but we just have to keep the faith, and we have to stay encouraged. Most importantly, we need to stay in the Word, because, like I said, that is going to just help you point blank, period. Pretty much when I wake up, from the time when I wake up, and then when I get to work, I read my Bible. Sometimes if we have downtime, I'll kind of read a verse, to kind of, because when you're dealing with the public, you don't really know what you're gonna deal with. Somebody may come in there, and they may have a bad attitude, and they may want to take it out on you. So you just kind of have to have those positive vibes throughout the day to make sure that you get through the day, and to make sure that you just keep that positive energy that you have. But that was what I wanted to share with you all. Like I said, that's something that I need to work on, because a lot of times my coworkers be like, Kiana, I don't know why you get so nervous when you do certain haircuts you got. And I'm like, I know, I just be nervous. Because, like, every day in the field, like the hair industry, it changes. So it's not like you know everything, because you don't, because everything's changing. So I had wanted to, remember I had told you guys that I was gonna like do one-on-one as far as like the clipper blades. So this is one of the Babyliss clippers. I really liked it. I can't remember which brand it was. This clipper was okay to me. It was just that the battery, I think after 2 to 3, maybe even 4 hours, it dies down. So that's the only downfall. Now I know with the newer Babyliss, they have the battery that comes at the bottom, and I think you put the battery in, which that's cool. But this clipper in particular, I had wanted to purchase it. I purchased this like 2 years ago. And when I was telling you guys about the blades, so notice, okay, so this is the Wahl Senior. So this clipper is really good for thick hair. This clipper is more on the heavier side. It is pretty heavy, but it's really good for thick hair. So I'm gonna have you to look at this blade. Look how it's made. Look how it has that little step right there. And then look at this blade to where it's more smoother. So remember, I was telling you guys the Magic Clip, which was the burgundy clipper I showed y'all in the last video, that clipper is very good for skin face. This clipper is also, and when I say skin face, it's because when you're going, y'all meet Corbin. when you're going up against the hair, your blade is gonna come right off. So that's what I mean about like the different blades. And I'm gonna tell y'all an example. So it was one day I couldn't figure out with the Wahl Seniors, I couldn't figure out why I was struggling so much with my skin face. I was like, nah, I know how to do it, but I just don't know why I can't do it with this clipper. So I think we did the Magic Clip. We put that against this one. And so I was like, it's the blade. It's how the blade is made. So I kind of like educated myself on the different blades, because like I said, pretty much I thought that all of the blades were made the same. So that was something that I had to dive deeper in, to educate myself. So like I said, with these clippers right here, with the blade, it's really good for skin face. And like when you go up against to get that little bit of line out, this blade is made definitely for that, because all you're going to do is just take that little bit of corner and get that line out. And then also, I had wanted to tell you guys, so a lot of people don't know the difference between cosmetologists and barbers. So cosmetologists, we are allowed to do shaves. We are allowed to do like the razors, but they have to have a guard on it. So this is not your average straight razor. It has a guard on it. And when I say guard, this is the guard, because with the straight razor, it's like it's bigger and it's wider. Now barbers are licensed to have that. We're not. If we were to get caught with that, we would have to pay a fine, and we technically could lose our license. So I do offer that. I don't really do that many. I have done those services on my dad. Shout out to my dad. Pretty much with the razor, I wish I had like a little chair. You pretty much just kind of like outline the beard, like you're just lining it up. And I mean, you could do that with the trimmers as well, but with the razor, it's just going to give it a more cleaner, sharper effect. So the only thing that you have to be careful is, because with the straight razor, the way that facial hair grows, it grows in different directions. So you pretty much have to go the way that the hair grows out. Because what's going to happen is if you don't, you're going to end up pulling one of the hairs, and then it could possibly be like an ingrown hair. And then that would be infection. You don't want that for your client. So I have done a lot of those in the past. The shop that I used to work at, we did offer those services. That was pretty cool, pretty dope. I really liked that. And the full shaper that I showed y'all in the last video, it's the same effect. The only difference is with the full shaver, you just getting it down to skin quicker. With this, it takes a little bit more time. So if I have appointments back to back, I wouldn't use this because, like I said, that would kind of run you over. I would just do the full shaver, and then I would line it up with my trimmer, and then kind of make sure everything's nice and neat. And so another thing that I was wanting to show y'all is the aftershave. So the aftershave, I don't know if a lot of you barbers, well, most of y'all barbers know, but cosmetologists, the aftershave is for whenever you do their facial hair and all that. This is just to kind of make sure that their skin is not irritated or anything like that. Some barbers, they use alcohol. I just prefer the aftershave. Alcohol kind of can be a little bit too strong. So I just prefer this. I really like this brand. I've had this for a good minute. Like I said, the shop that I used to work at, like I said, we used to do them. I didn't use a whole lot. I would actually put it in a spray bottle and kind of spray it. So, and then another thing that I had wanted to show y'all is my technique. You know, when we're doing African American, you know, you go with the grain and then against the grain. So with Caucasian, it's different ways that you can fade. And so when I worked at a certain shop, it was a certain way that we had to cut hair. And so once they showed me that technique, I just kind of ran off with it. Like, I was like, okay, this is my technique. This is it. So pretty much what I do is, and I'm going to kind of show y'all how I do. All right, Corbin here. As you can see, you know, Corbin, he get a high and tight. So a high and tight, basically terminology, Boosie fade. Okay. So let's just act like his hair is, you know, long or whatever. So, you know, hey, I want a high and tight, you know, skin faded up high. I want it about finger length on top, kind of line up the beard, you know, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so a lot of people, a lot of stylists, fade differently. I fade down. So when I say I fade down, I start off with a big guard and I work my way down. That just gives you room. Like, if you kind of mess up, that gives you room to kind of go back in there and kind of, you know, fix it or whatever. So if I'm doing a skin fade, I'm going to start off with my 2 guard. So mainly when I do my fades, I don't go up high. I stay low. So, and I'm going to show you the reason being. So I go in, you always start from the back. Some people start off the side. I like I said, I'm organized. Start off at the back. Boom, 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 boom. Create your guideline. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm a fade him about right here. All right. So I don't think I have my scissors out. Okay. So this is hair. Imagine this is hair hanging down. So I'm gonna wet his hair. I'm gonna take the little water bottle, spray him down. All right. So I'm gonna go in with my scissors. I'm gonna take the comb, cut my guideline. I'm gonna cut it all the way around until I match it to the hair. All right, so once I do that, I take this blending comb and I do clip over comb. So imagine, we're just going to do this. Imagine you having hair, this hair right here. This is an old clipper, so don't mind it. All right, so I'm going to go in and then boom. All right, go in and then boom. Go in and then boom. All right. all the way around, go in, and then boom. So I'm going to do it all the way around. Then I'm going to go back in with my 2 guard. I'm going to go back in all the way around, all the way around. Then I'm going to drop down to my 1.5. When I'm dropping down to my 1.5, I have my 1 guard on. I'm going to move my lever down, then make it down a half. Then I'm going to go back in, I'm going to get that line out. Then I'll push this lever back up, bring it back up to a 1 guard. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so then I'm going to put my half guard on. All right, so boom, 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 boom. Then I'm going to drop down to 0. All right, so pretty much, like I said, when I do my skin phase, I don't go up high, because if you go up high, you ain't going to have nothing to blend. So you have to have something to be able to blend. So I normally stop about right there. So once I do that, I go in, and then I start working with the blade. So this is when you pretty much kind of have to get that little bit of line out that you went in with the half, and then you drop down to the 0. And then, like I said, with this type of clipper, all you would have to do is use the edge to get that little bit of line out or whatever. And then a lot of times, I'll do my trimmer, and I'll go in and get a little bit closer. Most of the time when I use that trimmer that I showed y'all in my last video, I don't have to do my shaper because it gets it real close. So after I do that, I go back in, I line up. If they got like a beard, I line that up. I make sure ain't no hair going around the ear. I make sure that the neck hair that they got on their neck, I make sure I get that, because when you're doing a skin fade, it's tapered out. The neck is tapered out, so you ain't got to worry about no neckline, no line up. So I go around the ear. Okay, so after I finish the back and sides, then I go to the top. So pretty much you ask them, hey, how do you push it going to the right? You push it going to the left? Do you wear it up? Do you wear it, back or whatever? So wet that down, cut that, blah, 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 whatever. And then you get down to a beard. So with the beard, he say that he want this taper down, and then he want to leave this a little bit longer. So I taper that down to match this. I taper that down, and then I come, like I said, most of the time I'll have my comb and I'll take my trimmers and just kind of shape that out. And then the mustache, I kind of line that up. So throughout the whole haircut, I'm reassuring them, hey, this is the haircut you want. At the end, I give them the mirror, I turn them around, I make sure that, this is the cut and the beard trim that they like. Most of the time, clients want the shampoo. Some of them don't, because most of them are on lunch or they're in a hurry or something. So, like I said, most of the time when I'm cutting, I talk to them and stuff like that. But I am going to be honest, when I do my skin phase, I do not talk. And that's just because this haircut is a very detailed haircut. It's very detailed. You can't rush through it. You cannot. So, this is one of my favorite haircuts that I really like to do. And I don't talk. Pretty much, I only talk when I get through doing the back and sides. When I know that I got that fade, blended just right, and ain't no line, then that's when I get to my top, and then I start talking, because like I said, I have to focus on it. So, like I said, a lot of people, some people, and I'm trying to get into the pros and cons of the field, because it's a lot of pros and cons. Like, I'm gonna show y'all the example, and I'm just being honest. So a lot of times when we going around the ear to kind of clean them up, so you standing up, and mind you, I'm short. I'm probably like 5'5" or whatever. So I'm telling them, I'm like, okay, they tend to lean their head the opposite way. And I'm just like, dude, I can't go around your ear if you lean in the opposite way. I'm gonna end up, making a hole. So I tell them, like, lean towards me. Like, I tell them, lean towards me. Like, hey, I'm short. You can't be doing that. Another thing that I tend to have to tell them, and this does not include elderly, and this does not include people that have health issues like back issues. This does not include. This is just people that just slouch. So I have to tell them, like, put your back all the way against the chair, because I'm just like, I am not about to be cutting your hair, and my back hurt. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. And I will tell them 5 times. Sometimes I'll just push their shoulders back, because I'm just tired of saying it. Like, hey, I'm trying to get you in and get you out, because like I said, most of the time it's in and out. I work in a pretty much a walk-in base shop. So it's like, after we do the haircut, beard trim, we take it to the back, we shampoo, we do the hot towel, we do the scalp massage, the face massage, and then after we take on there, so it's really, really fast paced. We be moving a lot. So, and then, like, when they slouch like that, it's like, come on, dude. Like, I could have been done with you like 5 minutes ago, but you making it harder on me. Another con is when the client don't know exactly what they want. It's like, dude, you done had time in the lobby to look on your phone to see what you want. Like, a lot of people, and what a lot of people don't understand is, we are timed on our haircut services. So you got to think about it. From the time we pull you back to the time that we bring you out at the register, we're being timed. And then, like, as far as, okay, our haircutting time, us selling products, and then our back bar, which is shampoos, like, everything has to be, like, all the numbers has to be in line for us to hit commission. We do get paid hourly, but hitting that commission makes it a little bit more on your check. So it's like, we not trying to sit there all day, because we try to get y'all in, we try to get y'all out. Like I said, it's a time limit that we have to have y'all in our chair and out y'all chair. We can't just take all day on one client. So, and a lot of people, they don't understand that. And we have to explain that. Another con is, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not, when women, they come into the shop, and, like, everybody kind of be like, because I know, like I said, I have my face mask on, and I'm just kind of like, I hope she don't want nothing extreme, because I ain't signed up for this. This is why I chose a barbershop. Like, I don't too much like cutting women's hair. It's cool if they just want, like, scissor cut. But when they get into, like, the bangs and stuff, I'm like, that is not my thing. This is why I like cutting men's hair. So, a pro. So I'm gonna tell y'all, and this is the reason why I wanted to say, I had named this episode Encouragement. I had a client, an older gentleman, and I had helped him get up from the lobby, and I helped him sit down in my chair, and we had talked, and I was saying yes sir, no sir. And he was like, I could tell that you've been raised right. And I was like, yes, sir. I was raised around my grandparents, and, they were old school. And so he was like, well, they raised you right. And that made me feel good, because it's kind of like, when you were younger, you didn't understand it then, but like now, it's like now that you're out in the real world, you understand why your parents and your grandparents were so strict on how you were brought up. And so that just made me feel good about myself. And that's another pro that I like about my job. I love making my clients feel good about themselves. Me and my clients, we be cutting up. I be telling them about the events that be going on in Birmingham, the concerts and stuff. I ask them about their family. You just have a whole connection. I do enjoy meeting people, so that's why I say I like making people feel good about themselves. So that's another pro that I like about my job. I really do. Another pro is cutting in general. Like I told y'all, it's an art. It's just something that you have to have a passion for. You have to. It just comes natural to me. I just enjoy it. Like I said, I've been cutting hair for 11 years, and like I said, I just really enjoy it. Another pro is I like to give my dad a shave, like for real. Like that's pretty cool. He come and support every shop that I have worked in. My dad has shown support, and I really appreciate him coming to every shop that I've been in. I really appreciate that. I really do. So it's pretty cool, shaving my dad up and everything like that. Another pro is you meet different people, and you never know what type of business that they own, what type of connections that they have that you may need help in. So, different people have different degrees and fields and stuff like that. So it was just really just real cool about, just networking with different people. Trying to think another pro about my job, the career I like. I think I pretty much got them all. I think. I don't know. I think so. But I really hope that this episode has helped you. A lot of times during our work week, we tend to get disencouraged, we're tired, we're frustrated. And like I said, I really have gotten in my word. And, sometimes, like, I'm going to be honest, sometimes, like, I'm just kind of looking in the Bible and I'm like, okay, today I want to learn about encouragement. So I'll get on Google and I'll look up different Bible verses on encouragement, and I'll read the whole chapter. And it just helps you. It really helps you when you read the Bible and you listen to different sermons and listen to that gospel music. It just helps you throughout your day. I can really definitely tell you that within the past year, I'm not the same person that I was last year, a couple of years back, and I'm really proud of myself. It has not been easy. I just thank God for bringing me this far, and I just continue that He keeps me on a straight path. I really hope that this helped someone. And I hope that you all, like I said, I have a business page. If you're not already following it, it's Cuts by Kiana. And I also have a YouTube page that this podcast will be on, and it's under my name, Kiana Thomas. So you should see the episodes up under it. And if you would, just hit subscribe. I hope that you all have had a very successful week, and I pray that you have an even better weekend.
The only way is up. He told you you wouldn't make it. You never be in love, boy.